My dear students of Arts Faculty 12 Arts A and 12th Science, today is the second lecture related with summary writing, and here are some short examples for you on page number 140 that we can present for you to guess or to understand the exact meaning of summary writing. Summary writing means you have to only retain the important detail. Now, here is the first example. Nagpur is the city where oranges grow. Nagpur is the city where oranges grow. We can present it in this way. Nagpur is an orange city. Nagpur is an orange city. The old man is so weak that he cannot walk. The old man is so weak that he cannot walk. The old man is too weak to walk. Now we have to change the following sentences into simple. Number 1, Mr. Rohit is the member and he is also the director. Mr. Rohit is the director. Mr. Rohit is the director. The second example is here. The room is so small that it cannot accommodate many people. The room is too small to accommodate many people. The next is you have to provide that you are innocent. You have to prove that you are innocent. You are innocent and this is sufficient. He was late, so he walked in a great hurry. Being late, he walked in hurry. Being late, he walked in hurry. Now, here is one simple passage for you that is being presented for you for your understanding, and we will see the one third of the passage too. Look at this situation. Look at this situation particularly of women around in our country. They are overburdened by work. They have to face many problems like lack of education, early marriages, then the injustice in a family, frequent delivery, and they have no share in the property. And they have no share in the property. They are underestimated at every stage, and they are the neglected member in a family. They have to face the problems like this, and so they cannot prove themselves as an independent member in a family. They have no identity, and that's why women cannot achieve their goal or target. So this is the tragedy. There are two contradictory views frequently repeated about women in our country. One view is that they are weak. One view is that they are weak and they need to be protected. The other is we worship them. The other is we worship them. We see Lakshmi, Durga, Saraswati, and we have deep sense of regard for them. Now, naturally, the male dominated society in India can ask a question: what more do you want? But, dear students, that is not the case. Worshipping is not important. The speaker of this lecture is Margaret Alva, who was in the election campaign tour, and there she saw a husband and his wife. His wife had a bundle of firewood on her head, and she was walking with great pain and with great difficulty while climbing the mountain. And her husband, with a stick in his hand, walking slowly behind her. The speaker asked him, "Your wife is walking with such heavy load on her head of firewood, and you are walking empty handed. Is it fair?" He replied, "My hands ought to be free if some calamity appears on our way." Do you think is it the correct reply? I personally feel that this is the bypass. This is the bypass on the part of the husband. The second presentation here is that women in Indian society today enjoying a very praiseworthy status, but once upon a time they had to remain within the four walls of house, and they cannot progress themselves like the educated women of today. Now, the women are enjoying a place of honor. They are independent. They have the source of income, and they are respected member in a family as well as in society. So, here are the comparison and contrast of the position of women in past and the women in present. In the ancient days, they have to cook, they have to upbring the children, they have to maintain the mood of their husband, they have to manage so many things in a family, and the most worthy and noteworthy thing is that that their health care requirements are almost neglected. But that is not the case today. Today, women are the pilots, air hostess, teachers, lawyers, police officers. They are the executive members in private companies, and they prove themselves as competent as men. And so today there is no chance for any person, for any man's particularly, for any man particularly, to underestimate them. Now this is the time to tell the society that don't underestimate the power of women. So dear students, here is the passage. Now we have to see the one third of this passage. Women had a very low position once upon a time. They are exploited. They have to face number of injustice. In the name of protection, they are exploited. Today, they have a very noteworthy and honorable position in the society because of education. They prove themselves as competent as men, and women are an integral part of the society. So this is the gist, this is the one third of the passage. What is the suitable title for it? The suitable title is Women in Indian Society, or the place of women in past and in present. You can give any one of the title, whatever you think proper. One more lecture will be delivered to you tomorrow on the same topic, that is summary writing, and that's all, my dear student.